people of Quahog have been set on fire, blown up, stabbed, electrocuted, crushed, shot, and somehow they're still alive. From Stewie getting vaporized to Meg surviving an actual plane crash, every episode is a new entry in medical impossibility. So today, we're doing the impossible, counting every single time the main characters of Family Guy should have died. There's no better place to start than with Peter Griffin, the man who treats pain like a hobby. From the very beginning, Peter's relationship with injury was intimate. In Wasted Talent, he chugs gallons of beer to win a golden ticket.
Consume! I love you so much.
Collapses into unconsciousness and wakes up completely fine, no hangover, no alcohol poisoning, just a cheerful burp. Moments later, in Lethal Weapons, he turns his house into a personal war zone, trading blows with Lois so hard the walls give up before he does. But the real turning point comes in Da Boom. A literal nuclear apocalypse hits Quahog, fire, radiation, the end of civilization, and Peter's only reaction? Mild confusion. The man walked through a mushroom cloud and complained about dinner, and it just keeps escalating. He's been stabbed, set on fire, run over, crushed by cars, and still somehow manages to show up for work. If pain were currency, Peter would be the richest man in Rhode Island. Next comes Lois. Lois Griffin is the only person in Quahog who's learned how to die without staying dead. She's been shot, drowned, drugged, run over, and emotionally gutted, and still shows up in the next scene like nothing happened. In Stewie Kills Lois, her own son finally pulls the trigger on a cruise ship and sends her into the ocean.
I did it! I killed her! She's dead!
1 week later, she's back, calm, collected, like death was just another errand. She's been dragged into haunted TVs in Petergeist, beaten up in model misbehavior, and nearly drowned in a fish out of water. Even in alternate universes, she dies and reappears, as if the show itself refuses to let her rest. In later years, it only got darker. In All About Alana, a jealous student who comes to work for her drives her toward a cliff.
Here's $1,200. I want Lois Griffin dead by morning.
Lois somehow survives that. There's something unsettling about her calm after pain, like she's adapted to chaos so completely that her body stopped registering it. Stewie's pain isn't random, it's engineered. His world runs on calculated mayhem. He's been run over by the family car, beaten half to death.
I'm sorry, I misbehaved, Mother! I'm sorry, I misbehaved!
And was nearly killed while microscopic inside Peter's body, escaping just in time through a tear duct. And somehow, every time he walks away, as if he rewrote reality just to keep existing. Stewie doesn't survive pain, he upgrades from it. Half the time he's the scientist behind the explosion. The other half, he's the experiment that went wrong. There's something darkly poetic about a baby who can master time travel but can't dodge a frying pan to the face. A genius built to conquer the universe, trapped in a body that still needs a nap. Then there's Brian, the philosopher, the writer, the alcoholic who somehow ended up being the show's moral compass, even when he's anything but moral.
Meow. Purr. Purr. I think you're dreaming.
No, I'm not.
One day, he's hit by a car, killed on impact, and given a heartfelt funeral that leaves the Griffin family and the audience genuinely shaken. They even replace him with a new dog, trying to move on. But just a short while later, he's suddenly back, almost as if even death got bored of Brian Griffin.
Meow. Purr.
Over the years, he's endured crashes, injuries, heartbreak, and humiliation, but his real suffering is existential. He's the only one who seems to sense that nothing in his world truly matters, that no one stays dead, and every tragedy resets itself. For a dog obsessed with meaning and purpose, that might be the cruelest joke of all. In Family Guy, not even death has any meaning. Next up is Meg. Meg Griffin's suffering goes beyond bad luck. It's woven into the fabric of the show itself. She doesn't just get hurt, the universe seems to test how far she can be pushed before disappearing completely. In one timeline, she's shot by a sniper and immediately replaced by a clone, her death treated like a glitch that needed correcting. The new Meg slips right into her chair wearing the same pink hat, and no one even notices the difference.
Ah, damn it, Meg!
Another morning, during a casual breakfast scene, a bullet meant for Stewie hits Meg instead. She slumps over the table, lifeless, and the family barely pauses to react. It's not tragedy anymore, it's routine. Even in alternate realities, there's no mercy. A Japanese version of Meg is pressured into taking her own life.
メグちゃん、プッスまた最低だよ。
お父様の願いに従います。
俺がおならしただよ。
A dark parody of how expendable she's always been. Meg's world doesn't end, it just restarts. Every death, every injury, every humiliation is erased by the time the credits roll, only for the pain to begin again. She doesn't just survive Family Guy, Seb, she's trapped by it. The show can't kill her because her suffering is the joke. Just when you think you've seen every way a character can die, along comes Ernie, the giant chicken who turned a forgotten coupon into a lifelong blood feud.
Oh, crap.
Every time he appears, the laws of physics and storytelling take a vacation. Peter could be having breakfast, driving home, or giving a heartfelt speech, and then suddenly, boom, a punch from a 7-foot chicken sends him flying through a building. What follows isn't a fight scene, it's a demolition derby wearing feathers. They've fallen from planes, exploded in cars, crashed through cities, and even battled in outer space, all without a single lasting consequence. Ernie isn't just Peter's rival, he's the show's living glitch, a symbol of how Family Guy treats consequence as optional. No matter how many bones break or cities crumble, everything resets after the punchline. Their battles are violent, pointless, and hilarious, proof that in Family Guy, nothing ever really ends. Even death can't outlast the joke. When you add it all up, the Griffin family and their friends have countless near-fatal injuries and deaths. By all logic, Quahog should be a ghost town. But that's the thing. In Family Guy, pain seldom carries lasting weight. You can be shot, burned, crushed, and still appear in the next scene like nothing happened. Maybe that's the joke. Maybe it's the point. Because in a world where pain is entertainment and death can be undone or ignored, the only thing that truly survives is the laughter.